So moving on to the second part of the eyebrows, just in case you didn't get what we did here. Now, you take your pencil, lift up the brows a little so you can see right under there. No pressure, just lining the brows, following the lines that we created, you know, right there, just like so. Okay? Following the lines that we created, right? And then you do the same for the top. Following, if you do the brows right, they should both be on the same line, right? So you do the same for the second brow. You line the top, ascending order. When you get to the middle, you go at a descending order, and then you join both of them at the tip, right? Just like so. And then you begin to fill it in. You fill it in, fill it in, and you necessarily don't need to fill to the front, you know, if you don't want to, but you can just do that gently. So from this point, the next thing you want to do is pick your spoolie, right, and kind of blend the lashes, the brows. So you want to blend. The purpose of this is blending your pencil with your natural brows, so you don't see those lines. You don't see the emptiness. You know, you're kind of blending everything together, so everything looks like natural hair. Same for the second brows. So over the last decade and a half, or over the last decade, there has been the trend to use concealer to clean out the brows. But I started makeup professionally when concealers were not used to clean out the brows. So professionally, you're meant to do clean brows from the inception, okay? Just like so. So with these brows, if I don't clean out with concealer, she can definitely still go out looking like that. Alright? So that's what you should aim for when doing your brows and when carving your brows out and everything. So I can see a little bit of void here. So I want to fill out. Mistakes are, you know, normal. Let me just put it that way. Just know what you want. You just have to have, you know, kind of a very, very detailed way of seeing things. You know, can see that I wanted to fill stuff there, fill up some space there. The next thing I do is I have what we call eyebrow gels, eyebrow mascara gels or something. I have different ones here, and what these do, some are colored, like this one here is colored, and this one here is colored as well, while some are all like clear, but in the process of using them they kind of, you know, get some color. So what these do is they help furthermore blend in the brows or fill in the brows with a bit of color, but making the brow color look very uniform. Okay, I like to use these because they kind of bring some naturalness in quotes to the brows. Oh, I'm sorry. They kind of bring some more natural effect to the brows, so that's why I like to use these mascara gels or mascara gels, eyebrow gels, that's what they're called, sorry. So I have different ones, I have different colors for different shade and complexion of people. So as you can see, the brows are looking even more natural applying these products. Okay, so that's one of the beautiful products that I like to use. So the next thing is for us to clean out the brows. Okay? And everybody knows that when you're cleaning out the brows, you're using concealers, right? So you want to use a shade or two shades lighter than your client's complexion to highlight the lower part of the brows. Okay? You want to use, and I'll show you in a minute. Okay? You want to use a shade or two shades lighter than your client's complexion to highlight the lower parts of the brows. Then you want to use your client's exact shade to highlight the upper part of the brows. And I'll show you how to do that just in a second, okay? Now, these are two different shades of concealers. This is a lighter and that is, darker, right? So I'm going to use the lighter one to highlight her brows, and I'm using a brush. So one other thing is, once you realize that, because I'm thinking that might be too light for me, actually this light that I'm using is making it look so whitewashed. It's not this bright. But I might want to kind of mix the two together to give me the shade that I want. Okay, so and that's one of the things that you can do with your palette and your spatula. Okay, so and then you need an angle brush for this. Okay, that you can't go wrong with an angle brush to clean your concealer, to clean your eyebrows. So and then you just go like that. Easy does it. Easy does it, guys. Alright, so you want to go like that. I like to start highlighting from the outer part because I'll deposit most of the color on my brush right there. And by the time I'm moving, towards the inner corner of the eyes, it's I'm using remnants that are on the brush, so it's not looking too dramatic down there. Because one of the reasons why you shouldn't use too light concealer is that when you do this, you have to really blend it out properly. Okay? And so when you're already going with a concealer that is too light, it's almost always difficult to blend in properly. And that's why I always prefer to go in with just one shade or two shades lighter than my client's complexion. Okay, and I'm just trying to furthermore carve it and make it look neater. Alright? Okay. There. And I do the same for the second brow. I pick up the product and I start from the inner corner of the brows. Spread it out, and then start bringing it